The movie opens in the middle of a violent underground fight club where a mysterious drifter known only as Snake Eyes earns money by defeating opponents in brutal cage matches. But beneath his calm appearance lies a painful past. Years earlier, when Snake Eyes was just a young boy, he witnessed the murder of his father. One night, a mysterious man entered their home and forced his father to play a deadly game involving a loaded gun. When Snake Eyes' father refused to betray important information, the man shot and killed him in front of his son. Before leaving, the killer revealed a symbol on his body. From that moment forward, Snake Eyes dedicated his life to finding the murderer and getting revenge. Years pass, and the young boy grows into a skilled fighter obsessed with tracking down his father's killer. Every fight, every job, and every dangerous mission serves one purpose: finding the man responsible. Back in the present, Snake Eyes attracts the attention of a man named Kenta, a powerful member of the Yakuza. Kenta offers him work transporting weapons and participating in criminal operations. At first, Snake Eyes accepts simply because he needs money. However, things quickly become more complicated. During one mission, Snake Eyes discovers that another worker named Tommy is being targeted for execution after refusing to betray his organization. Instead of standing aside, Snake Eyes risks his own life to save Tommy. The decision changes everything. Tommy reveals that he belongs to an ancient ninja clan known as the Arashikage, one of the most powerful and secretive warrior organizations in the world. Grateful for Snake Eyes' loyalty, Tommy brings him back to the Arashikage compound, hidden deep within the mountains of Japan. For the first time in years, Snake Eyes finds himself surrounded by people who treat him like family. The Arashikage warriors live according to strict traditions built on honor, loyalty, and discipline. Their leader welcomes Snake Eyes despite knowing almost nothing about him. Meanwhile, Tommy and Snake Eyes develop a close friendship, almost like brothers. But while Snake Eyes begins embracing his new life, he continues secretly searching for clues about his father's murderer. Soon, he discovers something shocking. Kenta may have information about the killer. Desperate for answers, Snake Eyes secretly agrees to work as a spy inside the Arashikage clan. Without Tommy knowing, Snake Eyes begins feeding information to Kenta in exchange for clues about his father's death. At first, he convinces himself he is only doing what is necessary, but every lie pushes him further away from the people who trust him. Meanwhile, the Arashikage clan decides to test Snake Eyes to see whether he is worthy of becoming one of them. To earn their trust, he must complete 3 ancient trials. The first trial forces him to confront fear itself. The second tests his courage and self-control, and the third becomes the most dangerous challenge of all. Snake Eyes must face a giant mystical serpent capable of sensing dishonesty and fear. If the serpent judges him unworthy, it will kill him instantly. As Snake Eyes enters the trial, the serpent senses the truth. It sees his secrets. It sees his betrayal, and it attacks. Snake Eyes barely survives, proving that he still possesses some goodness within him despite the lies he is told. However, the experience leaves him shaken. For the first time, he begins questioning whether revenge is worth sacrificing everything. Meanwhile, Kenta launches a larger plan. He seeks a powerful ancient jewel hidden within the Arashikage clan. The jewel grants devastating supernatural power capable of destroying entire armies. For generations, the Arashikage have protected it from falling into the wrong hands. But Kenta wants the weapon for himself. As tensions rise, Snake Eyes eventually learns the full truth behind his father's death. The killer belongs to an organization known as Cobra, a dangerous group operating from the shadows. The revelation finally gives Snake Eyes the answers he has spent his entire life searching for. Yet instead of bringing peace, the truth only creates more conflict. Because by the time he learns it, his betrayal of the Arashikage has already caused enormous damage. Soon, Kenta attacks the Arashikage compound. Explosions tear through the mountain fortress. Ninjas clash across rooftops. Arrows fly through the air. Swords collide in intense hand-to-hand combat. The peaceful sanctuary becomes a battlefield. During the attack, Snake Eyes realizes that his actions helped Kenta locate the clan and steal the powerful jewel. The people who welcomed him as family are now suffering because of his choices. Consumed by guilt, Snake Eyes decides to make things right. He joins Tommy and the Arashikage warriors in a desperate effort to stop Kenta before the stolen weapon can be unleashed. What follows is a series of spectacular action sequences featuring motorcycle chases, sword fights, ninja battles, and high-speed combat across city streets and rooftops. As the final confrontation approaches, Kenta successfully activates the jewel's power. The artifact transforms him into an almost unstoppable force capable of destroying anything in his path. Buildings collapse. Vehicles explode. Entire teams of warriors struggle to slow him down. In the middle of the chaos, Snake Eyes finally embraces the values the Arashikage tried to teach him from the beginning: honor, loyalty, sacrifice. Working alongside Tommy, he helps stop Kenta and prevents the weapon from causing even greater destruction. The battle ends with Kenta defeated and the ancient jewel recovered. However, victory comes at a cost. Tommy learns the full extent of Snake Eyes' betrayal. The friendship they built begins to shatter. Although Tommy understands Snake Eyes tried to redeem himself, the trust between them is broken. The emotional fallout becomes one of the movie's most important moments. Snake Eyes finally realizes that revenge nearly destroyed the only family he had left. In the aftermath, the Arashikage accept that Snake Eyes has changed and allow him to continue his journey. But Tommy chooses a darker path. Feeling betrayed and disillusioned, he leaves the clan behind. This decision sets him on the road toward becoming Storm Shadow, one of the most iconic rivals in G.I. Joe history. Meanwhile, Snake Eyes learns that the Cobra organization still exists and continues operating in secret. The mystery surrounding his father's murder is far from over. Now equipped with new skills, new allies, and a new purpose, Snake Eyes prepares for the battles ahead. The movie ends with Snake Eyes accepting his destiny as a warrior, while a larger war between G.I. Joe and Cobra begins to emerge in the shadows, setting the stage for future conflicts.